Could this be a dream? Or is this reality? Your love for me is incomparable, unconditional. Could this be a dream?
Yeah, could this be a dream? Dream.
Or is this reality? Your love for me is incomparable, unconditional.
So we started doing this from a young age. When we was like 14, 15 years old, we were writing together, rapping together, singing together, and we took a big break. And then after I think it was about 3 years of being dedicating our lives in church, we started doing it again, and we started to make music more seriously. We do gospel, hip hop, R&B, and we just put it together.
We've chosen to use music as a method to reach people, to positively inspire them, and we're using the message of Jesus and being good news, being hope, being lifting people up from dark situations, and using catchy hooks, creative flows, and just using that as a medium to reach a generation of people, and being able to let them know that there is hope in this world, and that hope comes through Jesus. People might see us as Christian artists, Christian rappers, Christian singers. I wouldn't say necessarily it's a bad thing. I wouldn't say it's 100% correct, but we would probably label ourselves as Christians who are using music as a tool to reach people.
Our sole purpose is to be a blessing to people through music, and also to hopefully be an inspiration to people. But the main reason why we do what we do is because we believe that music can be used as a tool, and it can be used to lift people up. It can be used to lead people emotionally in a wrong way. But the way we do it is we want to bring joy to people. We want to make people have fun, for people to be able to even connect with God as well.
Music is an enjoyment to us. We love performing on stages. We love creating music. But more than anything, we see it as a purpose and a calling. And by doing that, what we do is we use our energy, we use our resources, we use our time and our talent to be able to really reach a generation, to reach people. And it's a beautiful process, to be honest with you, because we learn more about ourselves, we learn about our flaws, we learn about how sometimes we can be very impatient. And as much as we're trying to reach people, we're also learning about ourselves through the process as well, learning about where we need to develop our character.
If somebody, for instance, jumps around in short mini skirts and belly tops and clothes that's revealing, and starts doing provocative movements with their song, with their gifting, with their talent, the amazing voice and all that even though it looks the video looks flashy and everything, without realizing it, those songs, those lyrics can actually influence a generation, can influence teenagers, can influence people to follow what they've seen. I think music is amoral. Music isn't good or evil. It becomes good in the hands of the person who possesses it. It becomes evil in the hands of the person who possesses it. That's one of the reasons why we did the happy song. We did the happy song because we understood that that song was being used to bring a positive influence on people.
I remember when I was listening to it again and again and listening to the chorus, how it says, because I'm happy, because I'm happy. When I was listening to it, I was thinking to myself, how amazing would it be if people are given a substance rather than an emotion? So rather than just declaring that you're happy, let's give them a reason to be happy and a consistent way to be happy as well. In our lives, we've found that Jesus is an amazing source of happiness. And that happiness doesn't cease as long as our eyes can be focused on Him. We got together, we made the song, and then we got all the guys involved, all of our friends. And I mean, if you've seen the video, a lot of the people in the video are our close friends.
Yeah.
And we just got everybody dancing, joyful. It was really amazing day. We shot it all in one day. Got it edited by the man who's actually interviewing us right now.
Yes, Jonathan Ravelo.
Yes, it was
Props to you, brother.
really amazing. Had a really fantastic time, and we just really hope that it blesses people. It has. We've seen many versions of our version go around the world as well.
I wanna fly, got his care and love without measure. No cracking under the pressure. I got this place by sovereign grace, and now this gift is my treasure. My pleasure to let you know that my Jesus makes me feel this way. For this I give you praise.
Cause you make me happy. Clap along if you feel I'm clapping. Happiness is for you.
You make me happy.
Clap along if you feel that the Lord's been good to you.
Yeah, you make me happy.
Clap along if you know that the good news is the truth.
Yeah, you make me happy.
Clap along if you feel God's been good to you.
Yes, you make me happy.
Now, in terms of it being specifically faith-based and being on, popular stations such as Radio 1 and BBC One Extra and
Kiss.
Capital and Kiss and all of these stations, I would say very rarely do you hear music that is faith-based or about Jesus. Now, there are a few, and it's been used as a term, music that crosses over from gospel into mainstream. Now, we know this. We're not making decisions not knowing this. We make these decisions saying, we weigh things up and we say, what is it that we're trying to achieve? Do we want it to reach the masses? Now, one thing that we'll very clearly say is that our music is not exclusive for Christian people. It definitely isn't. We don't write music saying we want it to be contained in the church. It doesn't serve a purpose if that's the case. It becomes very specific. It becomes very religious. It becomes very biased if it's only for people that are Christians or people that are only in church. In fact, I don't believe that's how Jesus is. I believe that Jesus is for everybody, not just for a select group of people that we call them elite. We know that it's not popular. There's not a free-flowing platform saying, you're making music about faith, well, we're going to put you on our mainstream radio. We know that's not the case, but we also do believe that we're doing it under an understanding of a calling. We're doing it as a purpose and a fulfillment of what we're called to do. So we also believe that as we are faithful in what we're doing, natural doors will open, but also God will open up doors. And we've already been able to see it as well. We've been able to see it. We've done interviews on radio stations and television programs, which we hope have been a blessing to many people. So.
Take some whip, some cheese. Bro, please, have you ever really thought about catching STDs? Every day living off medication, behind bars in police stations. Think about all the implications. Bro, G.O.D. will give you inspiration, revelation, no hesitation. You go from sinning and sinning to winning and winning. That's why we made this rhythm for all nations.
The music that we're doing, we can say we put it together, but we can't take full credit for it. And happily we'll say that, because it's really the message of Jesus.
True.
And one thing that we've noticed is when we go into prisons, we can see the power that's behind the message of Jesus. When we do go into the prisons, in actuality at the beginning, they don't seem very warm to us. It's like, you're here,
Like this.
and then after a period of time, you're going to be leaving. But we stay in this place. After a process of time, and we're then able to share about Jesus through music, and we do get the opportunity to talk and to share and just to open up the Bible and say, look, this is what God says, that how he loves you, he cares for you, there's hope for you. We're not about the Jesus that is religious, that sometimes we see that gives people a bad image. We're really about the true Jesus of the Bible, who shares love, who shares peace. We want to transport that through music to the people because people love music. But one thing that we've noticed is towards the end, after we've shared, you see a complete different person. You see how the message of Jesus has transformed their mind. You see how it's touched their heart. What we're doing is not for entertainment. It's not for a joke. It's being able to see people that are in a difficult place and lift them up. And to be honest with you, we may have not been in an actual prison itself, but I would say we were in our own type of prison where we weren't set free, we weren't liberated, we had our own issues, we had our problems, we made our mistakes. And I'm sure that people that are watching this now have been through so many different situations as well. But if we have a hope, a constant hope like Jesus, our face can change, our countenance can change, and ultimately our lives can change. So we love it when we go into prisons, we really, really do. We love the big stage, we love the great sound and the great music, but when we can go to some places like prison, we really want to instill hope.
But that's God's holy standard. But that God didn't want us to become righteous and to become holy by his standard. He wanted the law to be a standard for us to recognize that we can never be holy by his standard, and that we need somebody, we need an intermediary, we need a savior to do something on our behalf. Can everybody say Jesus?
The music game is it's not really an easy thing to be a part of. You know, people want to put you in boxes. Like you said earlier, some people want to say you're a Christian artist, some people want to say you're a Christian rapper, some people want to say that you're just a musician, some people say, you know, all different things. And I think we've got to have our personal conviction. One of our convictions, our personal convictions, is we want people to be instilled with hope. We want people to learn about Jesus. We want people to know about God's grace and unmerited favor through our music, and just really give people an alternative. We want really, really good sounding music, but be giving people strong substance. So yeah, we want to be seen as just people that point to Jesus. I mean, I can tell you all of these great words that we want to be seen as, but you know, there's so many flaws in ourselves. And I put my hands up and I'll say that we're definitely not people that are perfect, for sure. But we're looking unto the one who is perfect, and we want people to know him who is perfect as well. Yeah, listen. Yo. I want to manifest the gifts of the Spirit without unlimited keys to continue willing, trusting the one that gives it. Self-control and a life of constant faithfulness, kindness and goodness, and not forgetting gentleness, boast. In nothing but the Lord, he's the best. I coast through life every day, I've been blessed. I confess when you know Christ, life is good. If you don't know him yet, I think you should. Yo, we're living for him, lifting up praise and glory for Yeshua the King. You know we don't stop making musical hymns just to see the transformation through the Spirit he brings. And now, if you want to know the source of the truth and be made bright like the white shine in your tooth, you know that it's true. Jesus is the way and the truth. He overcame death, now he's living for you. Listen, love, joy, peace, patience, and kindness, the fruits of the Spirit that's from your Royal Highness Jesus. That's right, his character's the finest. Trust in him and it will take you to the highest place. I always have a smile on my face, so when I get a revelation that I'm saved by grace, so wake up, let your light shine, don't be lazy, let the world see the light that can think you crazy.